Today we're going over the Emblem banner for March 2025 in Fire Emblem Heroes. For the first time in 8 years, the devs hid what the monthly banner unit type was going to be on the event schedule. If they wanted to disprove the new Emblem Hero every 3 months pattern, well, they're going to have to do better than that. Now the choice of Emblem was a surprise. I think most people were expecting Roy or maybe a green leaf. Well, Eirika is back. She has brought along Ephraim only for her special, and we have no idea if this means there's not going to be a separate Emblem Ephraim. The only reason I think it could happen is because I just don't see them not splitting up the house leaders. It's literally free money. That said, Ephraim didn't really do much in Engage. Meanwhile, if you paid extra, the other partnered up emblems actually had voice lines. Moving on, in Fae, Eirika's Emblem Ring will come with some extra special damage based on your max cooldown value times 4. This is turned into a sort of standard. For the unique effect, if it's the user's first fight in either phase for that turn, then you lose -4 attack. Wait. In exchange, you're going to get Brave hits. This Emblem Ring can only be equipped for melee units and doesn't trigger if you have an AoE special. Brave hits are incredibly powerful, nothing counters that effect, and this ring gives Brave hits on either phase. It's 1 fight per phase, so enemy facing multiple units may be a bit dangerous, but still a very powerful deterrent. Unlike Harmonic Marissa's Brave support, you can give Brave hits on a unit with Savior. Oh boy. A little less fancy than the last Emblem Ring, but very good ability just to hand out to any melee unit. As a unit, Emblem Eirika is a sword cavalier. You would think after an 80-hour playthrough I would have noticed the horse, but I guess I'm just blind. For stats, Eirika appears to have 40 HP, 45 attack, 48 speed, 32 defense, and 25 res. Pretty standard offensive spread. For old skills, Eirika has Assault Force. Speaking of Harmonic Marissa, nice to see this skill back so soon. Full debuff neutralization, 50% DR piercing, and true damage based on the higher of speed or defense. Another recent skill Eirika returns with is Attack and Speed Insight Hone from Valentine's Claude. Plus 6 attack and speed and incited buffs for nearby allies, and you get extra attack and speed in combat, some very good fodder here. For her weapon, Eirika has the Azure Twin Edge. I just find it hilarious that Siglin and Sigmund don't really have a set canon appearance. If you watch the first Engage trailer, Eirika on the Muro has the spiky Siglin we have in Heroes. Meanwhile, in-game it's the more triangular design. Not even Intelligent Systems knows what these weapons look like. Cypher uses both designs, though Fae has kept to the spiky one. Emblem Eirika and Ephraim will bring their thicker versions into Fae this time. This 16-mite weapon is pretty simple at a glance. Every turn, if within 2 spaces of an ally, grant Empathy and the Breath type cooldown status to Eirika and those allies. This is a slaying 16-mite sword. If initiating or near an ally, you get bonus stats equal to 5 plus the number of allies within 3 rows or columns times 3. If there are 3 allies in range, you get plus 14 to all stats max. For other effects, Eirika deals true damage and gets flat damage reduction for first attacks equal to 20% speed. She then has full no follow-up effects. Eirika has Empathy for extra stats based on the total number of statuses on the map. She gets 3 herself with Insight Hone included. Slaying with Breath type cooldown is great, and speed-based true damage and flat DR is pretty common. Eirika then has no follow-up to utilize her high speed against slow foes. Azure Twin Edge has some power locked behind its unique Wind Sword style. The second style effect is kinda game-breaking in the sense that we've never seen this in Fae yet. Basically, Eirika can use the Wind Sword to attack from 2 spaces away. In addition, she gets adaptive damage unless you run an AoE special. For other traits, like Astral Storm, enemies with distant counter can still fight back. Ranged foes can counter, which is expected. Last, melee army units can still counterattack. Wind Sword style is considered a 1-range move, and after combat movement effects will not occur. This does not include Kanto. Unsurprisingly, you can only use this style once per turn. I was thinking they were going to save the ranged attack style for Emblem Roy, but Eirika once again breaks out the random as heck Wind Sword. Wind Sword style turns Eirika into a ranged cav basically. Adaptive damage simulates the magic weapon part, and Eirika has Kanto in her kit, so being further away means you can retreat farther as well. Unless you plan to dance Eirika, I don't see why you wouldn't use this style every fight. Unlike Lyn, you aren't locked in place, and you can avoid non-armored melee foes, which is pretty nice. Even if the armored foe is melee, I'm not sure if far save can be used against Eirika. It sounds like it has to be near save, plus Aegis or Sacred Cow's not going to work either. This should also include Emblem Eirika's ring. For the moment, only Eirika will have this ability. If you see her, basically gotta treat her like a ranged cavalier. Now, one of the coolest parts of Engage for me was seeing the twins tag team in their Engage attack during Eirika's paralogue. So surreal to see this in 3D, and that has carried over into Fae. Unlike our normal dual or harmonic pairs, Ephraim will attack with Eirika when their Twin Strike special procs. This should have been how dual heroes worked from the start because it's awesome. Twin Strike is going to be a 3 cooldown special. It boosts damage by 60% speed. Active at all times, Eirika gets brave attacks and no guard. If her or the foe special is ready or is triggered, then Eirika gets 40% unpierceable damage reduction for the next attack. Like her Emblem Ring, Eirika has brave hits, no attack penalty, and she can use this with her ranged windsword style. With Slaying, Breath type cooldown, and no guard, if the enemy does not bring defensive tempo, then Eirika triggers Twin Strike on her second brave hit. Accounting for Azure Twin Edge is 20% and Assault Force is 20%, this hit is going to deal 100% speed as extra damage. Good lord. Now the last new skill is inheritable, and that's Blue Skies 4. Blue Skies grants Kanto 2. If initiating or near an ally, you get +8 attack and speed. You then deal true damage and flat DR for first attacks equal to X. This X value is equal to 2 plus the number of allies within 3 walls or columns times 2. If there are 3 allies in the range, you get +8 true damage and 8 flat DR max. Blue Skies is only for Sword, Lance, and Axe Cavaliers and Flyers. It's a Kanto A skill, which is good, and compared to Excel, you trade some flat DR for true damage. In Engage, Blue Sky is basically just granted extra damage and reduced damage, so pretty clear-cut transition into Fae. Not gonna question where the console part came from. Considering lots of these units can run skills such as Momentum or Assault Force, having a Kanto 2A skill is pretty enticing. As a unit, Emblem Eirika specializes in brave hits and gives that to her ring holder. Her windsword style while on a horse gives her great range, plus she triggers a hard hitting special if the foe doesn't have defensive tempo. In fact, if she quads, she can do this twice. Defensively, Eirika puts together the unpierceable 40% DR with 2 flat DR sources. She then ramps up her attacks with Assault Force and Insight Hone's buffs. Solid looking offensive cavalier, her ring is definitely going to find a lot of value for sure. I was hoping to get a break from Sacred Stones for at least a bit, but the devs saw me pulling on that A Hero Rises banner, so they knew what to do. This is exactly why I save a stash of orbs for new emblem arrivals. Speaking of emblems, we have a reunion for this banner. All the past emblems are back. Joining the twins in red is Emblem Ike and Marth. Blue has a repeat of Emblem Sigurd and Celica plus Mythic Lumera. Green has the return for Emblem Lyn, Attuned Bridget, and Rearmed Thiazi. Last in colorless, the Demon King greets the newest emblems. Gota joins in for the double mythic map, and last Legendary Guinevere also is here. For our newest emblems, Blue Skies 4 is the new skill on the block. I assume it's a brand new skill line, so it's going to take up 4 slots. Assault Force also probably needs 4 slots unless you have the rare Flow Force. You can grab either of these 2 skills along with Attack and Speed Insight Hone. Only needs Attack Hone 3 or Hone Speed 3. Blue Skies and Assault Force can go on Sword, Lance, and Axe Cavs or Flyers, however, Insight Hone is cavalry only. Emblem Ike is a tanky sword infantry. He's got built-in distant counter, Nosy Disrupt, and can get a lot of unpierceable % DR. However, Ike lets enemies double first, so he has to hold out before counting back. To help charge up Great Aether, Lagu's friend gives cooldown before getting hit. Great Aether can deal 5 damage in a wide area, and it heals Ike for each foe hit. Finish 4 also helps with healing, and then Kanto Control can lock down foes. If you don't have Ike, his Emblem Ring gives 40% unpierceable damage reduction against ranged attacks if specials are ready. Emblem Marth is a speedy sword infantry. Marth has built-in desperation for both phases, and he is potent to get a 3rd attack. Lodestar Rush makes this 3rd potent hit deal full damage. For other skills, Marth has Finish for true damage and healing, both can apply to the potent attack. He also has Infantry No Follow to take advantage of his speed. Marth's Emblem Ring gives Slang to a unit. It's very simple, but -1 cooldown is always extremely strong. The blue group has Emblem Sigurd, high attack and defense Lance Cav, who can move a staggering 5 spaces and has Kanto 3. With Momentum, Sigurd can charge his unique AoE special, Override. Hitting 2 foes with the AoE special gives Sigurd another action so he can zoom across the map. For other skills, Attack and Defense Excel can help tank a hit if needed. You then have the vital Fatal Smoke for Anti-Healing and Anti-Miracle. Sigurd's Emblem Ring gives +1 movement to all units except ranged Cavs. Melee units can get Kanto 3, and then ranged units get Kanto 2. Emblem Celica is a Glass Cannon Blue Mage. Like her husband's new ult, Celica pre-charges her Warp Ragnarok and can recharge it before her follow-up. She has Desperation to double tap immediately. For extra firepower, Resonance gives true damage with partial DR piercing at the cost of HP. Infantry No Follow works nicely with Desperation, and Verge of Death is simply for stats. Celica has immense attack range due to Warp Ragnarok. Her Emblem Ring can give a slightly shorter warp range, but still very powerful. Last, Mythic Lumera is a speedy blue infantry dragon. She deploys Divine Vein Stone in a pretty wide area, and she can give allies +4 stats with no guard support. Lumera can give more support with a Rally plus Ruse combo. She has Attack and Speed Scowl to uncharge enemy specials. Emblem Lyn is back with her first rerun. She's a Glass Cannon Green Archer. Lynn's Astral Storm style allows her to fire from 6 spaces away. For firepower, Lynn's got Desperation, a potent hit, and that potent hit deals full damage. She has Preempt Pulse support, and Speed Taker allows for permanent speed boost along with true damage with no guard. For other skills, Lynn has Second Speed Finish and Panic Smoke for the debuff. With Lynn's Emblem Ring, she can provide a 5-space Astral Storm style to ranged allies. Attuned to Bridget is another high-speed green infantry archer. She provides a lot of stat support along with warping and panic for your team. Bridget can get -2 cooldown before her first attack via Creation Pulse. Her bow then gives another -2 cooldown before her follow-up. To survive in between, Bridget has Miracle, with perfect attack and speed, granting no follow-up. If you can't outspeed or you don't have brave hits, then Bridget is not going down. For her attuned skill, Bridget has Tempo Echo. This is no guard, no extra special charging, and then 50% DR piercing. Our third green unit is Ram Dianzi, Axe Armor with low speed. The Arcane Giant Axe is a great weapon, slaying with -1 instant cooldown. You got true damage and flat DR based on attack. For her unique beast skill, Dianzi's going to get Pathfinder. She inflicts gravity from long range if she has higher HP than foes. Dianzi then's got Earthfire boost for stats and guard. Armored Blaze gives 40% DR against melee foes, and Twin Near Save lets Dianzi fight said melee foes for her teammates. Dianzi is in the new Divine Codes group if you'd like to get any of her skills. The colors group is a little old. Mythic from Mortis will try to stop Emblem Eirika. Nightmare ends the actions of nearby foes after a fight, which can be very annoying. He has 80% damage reduction for follow-ups, and then Beast follow-up to get his transformation. Armored Beast get distant counter, and then from Mortis got Far Save. Next, Mythic Goto provides 80% DR against AoE specials as that status. He's a bulky colorless mage himself, and gets a lot of attack debuffs plus Nelsie Disrupt. Goto has his own 80% DR against consecutive hits. Like Ike, Goto will allow foes to use all their attacks first. For other skills, you can get Guard 4, which has some % DR. Joint Distant Guard offers some defensive res in combat buffs. Last, Legendary Guinevere can heal allies after she fights. She is a colorless mage with a weapon effective against other mages. Guinevere then has got true damage and flat DR based on resistance. She has Slang with Breath type cooldown. Guinevere can counter adaptive damage, and then she has Nelsie Disrupt to counter sweep skills. She will have Speed and Res finish for the extra true damage and more on hit healing. That'll be it for this month's Emblem banner. Not only is there a new Emblem hero, but all the other emblems are returning as well. If you don't have them, might be a good opportunity to score some ranks. Emblem Eirika should be a fun unit. Brave attacks are a powerful offensive tool, and being able to hand it to any melee unit should be quite nice. A unit like Emblem Marth could have some fun with that. Eirika should be able to use Sigurd's Ring, which means another 6-range Cavalier, while using Windsword style. Looking forward to trying that out, not really looking forward to facing it myself. Good luck if you're going to plan to summon on this banner. I will be testing my own luck, and definitely going to get Emblem Eirika and Ephraim. I've been trying to get more Sigurd copies when he's been around, including on A Hero Rises, but it's been a struggle. Hopefully this banner will be different. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.